Oh hey, if y'all like mid-century, vintage charm, and items you're gonna have to fight me to inherit, then you're gonna love my grandma's house tour. Hello and welcome to a very chill episode of Laugh Cry DIY. I have been spending the weekend with my 94-year-old grandmother, and we have been living our best Golden Girls life. White wine at 5 o'clock, dinner at 5 o'clock, bed at 6 p.m. And the whole time I've been here, she keeps telling me to point out what I want when she dies, which made me realize how many things I love in my grandmother's home, how much love she's put into her own home. And that made me realize I should take you guys along as I walk around my grandmother's house and point out my favorite things, my favorite memories, and the coolest pieces that she has. All right, let's go. All right, guys, I am here with my 94-year-old grandmother. Grandma, what's your name?
My name is Eleanor.
She has lived in this house. What year did you buy this house?
In 1960s.
1960s. And you guys, it is a time capsule. So she's very kindly let us do this little house tour today. So Grandma, we're gonna walk around. We're gonna look at some of my favorite things in your house. And maybe you can tell me a story or two about them. Does that work?
I can't remember all the stories about things. I'll try.
Okay, we're gonna start, but we're actually gonna start in Grandma's favorite place in the house, which I think is your beautiful garden. Grandma has cultivated this garden for the last, 40 years. She still gardens. It's her pride and joy.
And when we bought the house, the only thing that was here were stones and a rotten fence. Everything here been planted by me.
And every single day at 5 p.m., she is out here drinking what?
A glass of wine to toast the day.
So if you come visit Grandma, you will be out here at 5 p.m. drinking a glass of Chardonnay too. So let's look at some of your favorite stuff in the garden, okay? So I don't know if you guys can hear, Grandma's backyard is like a little Disney princess paradise. There are always birds and butterflies. There's a hummingbird. Look at this cutie. And there's also some really classic characters that live in your garden. Who are they?
My figures down here.
Your little...
Gnomes, yeah.
Grandma loves her gnomes. They're tucked everywhere. They're very sweet. They're very fun. And when we were little, she would have us come paint them and repaint them and repaint them. It's been a while since we've painted them. They need a makeover. But this is one of the best places, her pride and joy, and we're very lucky that she shares it with us whenever we come visit.
Yes, absolutely. It's wonderful.
Okay, Grandma has so many different cool planters, beautiful pottery, different designs, but I love this one right here. Its little feet are little kitties, and I've never seen that before. She doesn't remember where she got it, but here it is, and I think we all need little planters with little cats as feet. All right, guys, first stop is this incredible, perfect, pristine mid-century hutch. This piece is gorgeous. It's heavy, it's 2 pieces, but the wood is in absolute impeccable shape. I mean, look at this hardware right here. She says she thinks she got it when you moved into the house, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So that would probably be late 60s. But as you can see, she has kept it in incredible condition. I hope that one day this piece is in my own home, but I hope that that day's a long way away because we want you to stay around as long as possible, okay? But it's so beautiful, and it houses honestly the most beautiful teacup I have ever seen in my whole life. All right, guys, so this is a wonderful tradition. These are teacups that Grandma inherited from, who did you?
From my grandmother.
From her own grandmother. So these, we've already researched, these are 1930 Bavarian porcelain, or china, I should say. The design, guys, this design right here is the most gorgeous design I've ever seen. You guys, look at the silhouette. Look at the gorgeous Art Deco pattern, pink and gold. Grandma, you can be my model, okay?
Okay.
Ooh. It comes with a tea plate and like a little charger plate. And the most gorgeous thing about it, as you can see, is that it's not perfectly round. Do you guys see? It's kind of oblong. It's a really cool shape. So when it sits in, oh, I don't know. I just think it's so beautiful. Grandma, do you like this one?
Oh yeah,
Good.
Sure. All of them.
There are so many beautiful ones. This is absolutely my favorite. Like since I was a child, I've always adored this one. And I'll show you my other second most favorite. They're all beautiful, but these are the creme de la creme. Okay, this is the other one I love. You guys know me, you know I love peacocks. I can't say that this is a peacock for sure, but if you guys look in, you guys see the feather pattern in this like shifting blue and pink. Again, look at the handle. Look at the chic handle. You can see the pattern on the plate as well. Oh, it is so pretty. It makes me so happy. Every time I come here, I just honestly sit here and just stare at this top row of china. Now, Grandma, did you ever have tea parties when you were a child with that tea set?
You mean me as a child?
Yeah, when you were a child, do you remember using those teacups?
No, but I remember my grandmother using them. And
so they weren't child safe when you were a child.
No, not at all.
But I love that you have memories of that china with your own grandmother. That's pretty cool.
That's very true.
Yeah,
I loved it.
Aw.
Yeah. And then she gave this to me on my wedding.
Ooh.
So she sent that from Germany in a box.
Guys, they survived an international trip from Germany.
Yeah.
Wow, then they were meant to be here forever. All right, let's see what's next. Next up is one of my other favorite things, which is this incredible, gorgeous mid-century table, late 60s, early 70s. Guys, look at the wood grain on this table. There is not a ding, a ring, or a scratch. And we've had a lot of nice meals on this table. And most importantly, this table is a beautiful transformer because it has pull-out leaves on both sides. So I think it fits like 12 people, if not more. And again, guys, the wood grain, look at the wood grain. I know the secret to how this has stayed so nice. Are you ready? This is her coaster stack. And if you even walk into this room, there will be a coaster under your glass immediately. So guys, get coasters in your life and you will have incredible furniture in 40 years. Now, when you guys walk into this home, there is one thing that you will see everywhere. Beautiful, gorgeous art. And you know whose art that is?
Mine.
It's Grandma's. One of my favorite things about Grandma's house is that she has turned it into her own gallery for her own incredible paintings. As you guys can see, she's an amazing oil painter, and she has created so many beautiful pieces from still life to landscapes. But I really love that you have turned your home into a place for yourself to enjoy your own art.
Yes.
When did you start painting?
About 20 years ago.
So you started painting in your 60s?
Yeah.
Your 60s and 70s.
Yeah.
I love that. You're so talented, and we're so lucky that we all have pieces from her. But we want to talk about Grandma's favorite piece of her own, and that is, guys, this beautiful, beautiful portrait of gorgeous native pottery. And Grandma, why do we love this one the most?
It did win first place.
I was gonna say, I know why you like it, because as you guys might see here, she won first place in a gallery contest.
Yeah.
And it was displayed in a public building, right?
Yes. It was fun doing too, to get all the cracks in there and so forth.
Yeah, it's incredibly detailed, very beautiful, and an homage to another thing I love. Grandma has this beautiful collection of native pottery that she has collected over years of travel. These are beautiful pieces of all sizes, and I love that you got to truly memorialize it in this beautiful painting.
Oh, thank you.
Guys, #1 winner. You're being humble. You won first place. How does it feel to win first place?
Well, it felt pretty good, I have to admit.
We love it. And I love, most importantly, that you keep the ribbon on it. Now, as I said, Grandma is so clean and neat that not only does she have like cream carpet, she also has cream couches and chairs, which you've had my whole life, even with grandkids running around. And somehow, again, this woman is magic and keeps everything incredibly spotless. But in this whole living room, we've got art, we've got furniture, but there's one person who's very important in this room, and that is
Bunny.
This is Bunny. He lives on the sofa, and
He's a German.
He's a German bunny. She got him from a German catalog. We love him. He's very sweet. He's very kind. And he always is somewhere on the sofa, right?
Yep. He stands there and protects the sofa.
Now, Grandma lives in a quintessential mid-century style home. Tons of light, a whole wall of windows. We get to see the garden. It's absolutely beautiful. But as a child, one of my favorite things in this area was this lamp. And I'll tell you why. Because it's a lamp that I haven't seen this style before, because it's magical. And when you do that, it turns on. So it always felt like a little magical haunted house where you could just like turn things on mysteriously. Speaking of lamps, I also want to point out that Grandma has 2 lamps on top of the hutch. I love this so much, guys, especially if you're like in a studio or apartment that doesn't have good overhead lighting. Put some lamps up high, even put one on top of your fridge. It gives you gorgeous golden glow when you come in. And I think also if you are someone who likes eclectic collecting, if you get like 2 different funky little like thrift store lamps or something, it's super fun. But the other thing is that Grandma's house is full of magic lamps because all you have to do is touch these and they come on and off. Guys, where is this technology these days? Why are we struggling to click things on and off when we could just magically touch them? Ta-da! Now, we've seen beautiful light fixtures, we've seen a garden, we've seen incredible furniture, but I will tell you my favorite view in the entire house. Her linen closet. Guys, look at this color scheme. Pinks, corals, yellows, florals. And you guys gotta check out the sheets in this house. We're talking vintage linens. Guys, look at this. Look at this 1970s incredible pillowcase. I mean, look at this. We're talking yellow, pink, green, floral, groovy, beautiful. Guys, I actually reverse Google image search to see if I could find this exact pattern. People are selling these exact sheets as vintage from 1971 for like $45. She has so many gorgeous sets. And what's crazy too is like, because these are all vintage, the quality of the material is so superior to anything we have today. So like, you think you got fancy Egyptian cotton sheets? Yeah, right. Try 1970s sheets that are gorgeous cotton that have been lived and washed for like 30 years. These are buttery soft and absolutely freaking beautiful. Now, these towels and sheets are rich, but let's talk about pure luxury and wealth. Did someone say headboard? This epic headboard is a full set. I'm talking 2 nightstands mirrored behind it, this cool lattice work on the side, and even behind this is a fold-up storage chest. This bad boy is drama. This bad boy is elegance. This bad boy is bigger than my first car. Also, again, look, lamp queen, lamp queen. Everything is lamps in this house. And I will say around the house are so many little lighting fixtures that I love, especially this guy. Look at that cute little pop of orange. Grandma can't remember where she got it, but judging by the cord, again, probably 70s, it's a plug-in sconce, which I feel like is more rare. So this is such a super fun little kicky piece. Now, speaking of color, we have entered one of my other favorite spaces in the house, which is Grandma's just iconic, I would say, Golden Girls bathroom. We're talking creams, we're talking gold and white hardware, every single place you look. I mean, we've got the classic wicker white bath stool. So Grandma is a neutrals queen, but this is my favorite thing in the whole bathroom, which is this adorable yellow kicky 1960s wastebasket. Look at this. This is like daisy yellow, scalloped edge. Do you guys see the pattern on it? Truly, I will fight everyone I know for this wastebasket because it is just so quintessentially 60s and iconic. We also have this incredible iconic mid-century atrium, which you have also filled with all beautiful plants and flowers. Did you plant all this yourself?
Oh yeah, it was totally empty.
Again, Grandma has added her green thumb to every piece of this house that she can. Fun fact, when I was little, for some reason, I don't know why, this atrium really reminded me of the forest in E.T. and it kind of scared me. I don't know why. But now I grew up and I got my life together and now I know it's an incredible place in this house. All right, guys, and that was today's lovely tour. Grandma, thank you so much for letting us come to your house. Thank you for letting me share your towels, which I know you were really embarrassed about, but I promise you will see the comments. People will love the towels.
Towels, oh my God.
So thank you so much, Grandma, for sharing your house. We love you so much. The people are gonna love you. And anything else you wanna say?
I thank you very much for coming and wanting to take the pictures.
Okay, see you guys next time.